Hello, one and all, this is WellArmedWithTacos, and welcome to a brand new Let's Play. This is the Let's Play that will be replacing Silent Storm, and this is my second attempt at recording this opening, because the first time, the file got corrupted. I made it all the way through, made it to the very end, got the video encoded, and made up, and all that stuff, and I tested it like I always do with every new video, just to make sure everything was on the up and up, and the audio was corrupted. The good news is the game audio is just fine. It was my microphone audio for the opening thing, the thing you're hearing right now. So the actual in-game recordings and audio and all that stuff is fine, which means I don't have to re-record any of that. That's a good thing. One other thing I want to talk about, I say that as if I've talked about anything else. It's been a very long day, so I'm very scattered in this opening. I'm very scattered in the videos you're about to see, and I apologize that my mind can't focus on a single subject just because there's so much going on right now. But important thing number one, my cat has been very talkative as of late, and he likes to talk at my door. You've probably heard him in some of the other videos, and you're probably going to hear him in this video. There's nothing outside of pummeling him to death, which I'm not going to do, that I can do to make him stop. He's very talkative, and if I open the door, all he'll do is talk to me directly, which means he'll be even louder. So you'll have to hear him through the door. Sorry about that. He's a cat. He lives to make my life a lot harder. Originally, I said that with a lot more grace, but this second time coming through, I don't feel like being graceful. This is the Let's Play replacing Silent Storm, as I already said. I've been looking forward to playing this game for a long time. Not necessarily recording it, but just playing it. It's a very good game, one I enjoy immensely. And it's also a game that it has definitely earned its stripes. It's considered a jewel of the gaming industry. It's probably in most top 30 game lists, I would imagine. Not top 10, but probably top 30. It is well-renowned, very beloved, very well-respected, and it's created a franchise that still goes on to this day. The game itself is part of a franchise that's also very old and very respected and has been around since video games were a thing. So, very old franchise it's based off of. And it's based off a franchise I enjoy immensely. And the game is crafted so well based off that franchise, I also enjoy this game immensely. It's one I've been wanting to play for a while, and I'm happy I'm finally able to do it. But the big problem is this game has a lot of unspoken dialogue, and a lot of unspoken dialogue. It's an RPG, so I have to read all that. I'm not a very good out loud reader. I read very quickly in my head, so when I'm trying to read something, my mind will be several words ahead of my mouth, and that's not a good thing. In these opening videos, these first 3 videos, I kind of butchered most of the dialogue, and it's very uncomfortable for me and probably uncomfortable for you all. I apologize about that, but I will endeavor on improving my speaking quality in the future, and if it becomes a big problem, I'll probably just stop talking, speaking the dialogue, and just, if you want to read it, just tell you to pause the video. I don't want it to get that bad. My voice can't be that terrible. You're still listening to this. It's just my ability to read words out loud has historically been pretty bad. So hoping to improve that with this Let's Play. I have to slow down and read things a little slower. That's my big problem. But I actually work better when I'm unscripted, like what I'm doing right now, because my mouth speaks just as fast as my mind can come up with things to say, which is not necessarily a good thing. It means I rant, but it does keep the two at the same speed, whereas opposed to if I'm reading something that's already written for me, my mind can read the words a lot faster than my mouth can. So without further ado, I will splice in the introduction video, and I hope you all enjoy watching this game as much as I've been enjoying playing it. And thank you for watching this, and thank you for hanging around on the channel. I will see you later, and enjoy.
The Frozen North, the name given to the stark and unforgiving frontier that lies beyond the high moor of Faerun. A bleak wilderness where barbarian clans and tribes of giants roam the land and fierce dragons rule the skies. But amidst the frozen savagery stands a bastion of civilization, the city of Neverwinter, Jewel of the North. Behind the city's high walls, those both hardy and brave carve out an existence from this bleak land under the guidance and protection of the legendary hero, Lord Nasher Alagonda. Yet there are some things that all the courage in the world cannot stand against. A virulent plague swept the city, a terrible affliction that began in the beggar's nest. Soon, all of Neverwinter would feel the touch of the Wailing Death. The disease could not be cured. Panic ensued. The streets erupted into violence. The Jewel of the North was brought to its knees. To save Neverwinter, Lady Aribeth de Tilmarand, Paladin of Tyr, and Lord Nasher's right hand put forth the call for a champion. A rush of would-be heroes answered her call, some drawn by promises of grandeur and glory, others by the lure of gold. Those with the greatest potential were initiated into the academy to train and study under the greatest minds of Neverwinter, all in the hopes a champion might emerge to save the city from the Wailing Death, and whatever sinister force might be behind it.